What is going on, YouTube? It is another beautiful day here in the Bay Area. I hope everybody is having a great day. I just wanted to film a quick video. Again, your boy ajb.img bringing you another quick video. Hopefully this is under 10 minutes, but one thing I've just been noticing is there's been an epidemic of car theft, right? So I know there's been a lot of people that have made a lot of videos on different methods to, deter. You can't prevent the best car thief from taking your car, but there are a couple methods and ways that you can. And everybody on YouTube has shared some great ways from Knockout 360 just to a lot of other YouTubers as well that own Hellcats and a lot of classic cars that I've seen. But I wanted to create my own video, share some tips that I've learned from other YouTubers, some that I implement myself, for people that are really into cars to not into cars. I just want to get straight to the point on just some of the best ways that you can deter people from stealing either your old classic car, whether it's something that's 30 years old, 20 years old, 40 years old, all the way up to some of your more modern cars that you see today in the 2000s, 2015, so on and so forth. So here, let's get started. I got a little list right here. The first deterrent that I want to say that a lot of people know about is going to be just simply getting an alarm, right? So whether you're savvy into cars or you're not, an alarm is obviously very key. It's going to be a key component to deterring these, but not just any alarm, right? Not just any basic alarm. You want to have a really good alarm. So and alarms that I've seen on the market that I do recommend are going to be Viper, which I'll pin in the description below, as well as CompuStar. So COMPUSTAR. Viper and CompuStar, they both have great two-way systems. You can buy additional things like tilt sensors as well, or if you're going to get your alarm installed, you can have additional tilt sensors put on the car, which detect movement, obviously. So if somebody's coming and touching your car, if there's a lot of vibrations around, you'll be notified of that. And yeah, just depending on where you live, obviously if you live in a very tight city, that may not be great if you have, running around blasting music, but if you live in a relatively remote place, that may be a good option for you. But anyways, an alarm is going to be your best bet. I would say that CompuStar again, as well as Viper, two-way are great systems. So that's number one. Number two is going to be a kill switch. So I'll pin a couple different types of kill switches in the comments/description below. But kill switch is pretty great. Basically, you can have whoever is installing your alarm, if they're savvy enough. Usually most places that have people working with just electronics, that are wiring things up, usually at speaker spots or alarm spots, they usually know how to wire a kill switch up if they're a little bit savvy and just know their way around cars. So there's a couple different buttons that are options. You can either have something that's a switch, or you can have a button. You choose whatever is best for your vehicle, depending on what the interior is like, right? You want something that's going to be sleek. So maybe a button that you push in is more sleeked and built in and looks a lot better for your car versus something that you might switch or flick up if you don't have fabric to cover it. But a kill switch is a great option. If you're getting an alarm, I also recommend getting some type of kill switch. Again, another safety measure. You can just basically flip that switch when you're not in the car. Anybody that comes in the car that doesn't know where the switch is, they're going to try to start the car, whether it's push to start or however you start your car, and they're not going to be able to crank over. So they're just going to be stuck sitting there unless they know where that button is. And by that time, hopefully you're outside and you're serving them something. So the second option, again, is going to be that kill switch. I'll post a couple in the comments below. Third option is going to be car lock. So I've heard a lot of people on YouTube talk about car lock. I actually need to install car lock on one of my cars, but this is car lock. So basically car lock is pretty awesome too. It plugs into your OBD2, and basically it's an advanced real-time car tracker and alert system. Easily tracks your car in real time, really notifies you immediately of any suspicious behavior that you have. You slide this in your OBD2, you pay them like I think maybe $8 a month. Don't quote me on that. I haven't even started yet. I'm going to pretty soon. But yep, you basically plug this in, you have the app, and it notifies you exactly where, what's going on with your car, if it's being moved, so on and so forth, if anybody's trying to start it, so on and so forth. So car lock is great. If you want to go even more upscale, I think there's another app called Bouncy. So try Bounty as well. I'll plug Bounty as well, which is a little bit more high-end tracker. I think it's like $90. I don't really know the differences between the two, but there's just another I know in the market that I've seen people, if they are on Turo and they have high-end cars, they're probably using that as a tracker for their cars. So that's number 3, I believe. We're getting through these pretty quick. Number 4 is going to be air tags, right? So I have a couple of these just to show you, again, if you're ignorant and you have nothing in your car, try to get an air tag, right? All you need to do is, like, they're like $30. You just get 1 or 2 of these, get a cover for them as well, so they can't be detected or shut off with any type of signal, and put these in your car. Put these somewhere where you are, going to be able to hide it, right? So that nobody can find it. So air tags are also great. Very basic safety measure, but very helpful. You can track your car if it's being driven around and it's actually being taken somewhere, right? So that's number 4. Just get out our phone again. Number 5 is going to be a dash cam, right? I'm in the Bay Area. These people are terrible drivers out here, man. Horrible. So get a dash cam. It could be a cheap one, it could be a more expensive one. Just make sure you get a dash cam with a good amount of memory. Nice little micro SD card. Get you something nice if you want. There's like Black Vo. There's so many on the market. But if you can't afford something expensive, just get yourself something that is gonna record you on the road, right? Because the last thing you want is to have somebody hit and run and you have to chase them down. You don't want to be like me, chasing people down in the Bay Area on the Bay Bridge, and having to serve people in real time. That's not what you want to have to do. Instead, get yourself a good dash cam. Once you get yourself a dash cam, you'll be all set. You basically can track that. You don't have to do too much work. As long as the quality is really good, you don't want something that's going to be some 360p that you can't even see. So get yourself something decent, something quality. It's going to be worth your time. It's going to be worth the investment. You don't really have to look at it. You just have to set it up, plug it into your little cigarette butt, and you're good. So that's number 5. And number 6 is going to be, if you have a classic or an older car, removable steering wheel. So you're gonna removable steering wheel. That's something I have in my older car, my Miata. It's a 1992. So if you do have a classic car, you're parking it, you have no garage, you have it on the street, at least get yourself a removable steering wheel. If you have to install it yourself, it might take a couple hours. Or if you want to pay somebody, you can pay somebody and they can do it for you. But get yourself a removable steering wheel, and make sure you get the key locking hub, because it will help you a lot. And it might work for some modern cars too. You just have to look to find the adapter that may work for your car. But yeah, obviously, if you're somebody that's not really into cars, I wouldn't recommend getting the removable steering wheel. But for people that are into cars, that do have a classic car that they love and they care about, it is an easy mod that you can basically install, and it is some type of deterrent. And again, nothing's going to be 100% foolproof, but at least some of these methods will deter a thief to the point where you'll be outside by the time they have gotten your car and fuddled around and muddled around a little bit, right? So that's the point. And yeah, other than that, I don't think I have anything else to add. I hope that's helpful. If you like the content, like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend. And today I'm gonna be going over and doing a walk around in my Miata, flying a little bit as well with the Mini 4 Pro. So yeah, we'll hit the road, and I will let you guys know what's good. But in the meantime, take care. Catch y'all later. Peace.